Alright guys, we're going to be starting this one off out in the front of the house. Looks like it's going to be a really cool one. It was built in 1996. But I like how they have a lot of features on here that like an older house would have, right? Like this almost looks like a Queen Anne house or something, right? From the 1800s. It's nice. Beautiful front porch here. Nice big oak doors that go inside. Would have been pretty nice landscaping and stuff here at some point. We do have a garage building. I'm not sure if it's open. Here's the side of the house. 3-car garage. There's a door there that's been boarded up. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is open. I believe it is. Yep. Yeah, literally just an empty garage. Yeah. I'm not gonna spend too much time in there when we have a big house to check out. So we'll go take a quick walk around the property. Nice big patio here. Here's a look at the back of the house. Looks like it's gonna be really nice. You have 2 back porches, a couple balconies up there. Nice big patio. And then you have this beautiful big backyard. I'll take you guys on a little walk back here. So what's really cool about this is you have this deck, and there's a creek down there. So it's, I don't really trust walking on this, but as you can see, there's a creek. Deck overlooks it. You know, this would be a great spot to come out and have dinner and stuff. Beautiful property. There's a look of the house from the back. Looks like it's going to be a really cool one. There's a fountain, that's cool. Yeah, you can see the well tests and stuff here. This is all going to be developed. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a really cool house. So without any further ado, let's go and check this place out. Alright guys, we're going to be starting this one off like usual at the main front door. Very nice oak doors. Pretty nice tiles on the floor here too. I like the glass on the sides here with like the leaded kind of glass design. Nice. Turn around and show you guys the staircase with a huge crystal chandelier. And then you have the curved oak staircase, which is one of my favorite like styles of staircases. So this house was built in 1996, and it's going to be demolished. They're putting like a big condo building on the property. Yeah, gorgeous. There's like the indoor balcony. This front entryway is amazing. So that's going to go down to the basement. We'll check that out last. All right, we'll go into this front room here first. So it looks like this is used as like the office or den. Still have your desk left behind there, which makes sense. Such a big piece of furniture, hard to move. And you have these really nice like oak and glass French doors that go out into the front entryway. It's amazing. I love all the oak in this house. I like real wood. I don't like just like, you know, the painted white trim. Like even around the windowsill. And like the huge baseboard. So I think what they did with this house is they really tried to make it seem like a house from like the late 1800s or something, right? Like with the trim like this. It seems very old, but the house was built in 96. Nice front porch and stuff there. Can't show outside too much, but I mean, this place will be gone by the time you see this anyways. I think we'll head this way now. But absolutely gorgeous front entryway. All right, so we'll start in here. I think this would have been like your living room. You have these beautiful windows, so much natural light in here. Hardwood floors, you can see there's already some water damage in here. But I just love all like the trim and baseboards, it's so nice. Like you don't see houses like this anymore. Like even this style like wasn't super popular in the 90s. Like they made it to look like an old house and I like that. Very nice drapes or curtains. And then you have this fireplace here with like the marble, some kind of stone. I don't know if it's called marble. And then you have like the, I guess, oak again up there. Nice crown molding too. Yeah, very, very nice room. Like even, you know what, we're gonna come back to this. Look at the details, like on the curtain rods and everything. Very nice. Pot lights in here. Yeah, for the living room, that would make sense. Another window here. So much natural light. You can see we're on a beautiful property. Backs onto like woods. There's a creek back there and stuff too. So I'll head through here. I assume this would have been the dining room, and unfortunately they've replaced it with a boring modern light fixture. But yeah, so many windows. You've got this cabinet here, which doesn't really suit the house too much. It's just empty. Sliding glass door that goes out onto the back patio. You guys saw that stuff at the beginning. And there's the deck back by the creek that we were looking at. Very nice. Again, beautiful glass French doors. The oak. You could even lock these. I don't know why you could lock them. Like, I don't know why you needed to do that. You can literally just walk around. But so here's the hallway. You know what? Look up there with the crown molding and stuff turns. They added this frame in. That's why it's not oak. That's why this doesn't match. You can see up at the top. They built this wall here, and I guess they had a door at some point. Obviously not anymore. And then, you know, that's gonna take you back into the beautiful front entryway. So we'll come into here. This is your kitchen. Very strange kitchen. So, sliding glass door. Again, nice valances there. Some random tables and chairs which look like they're from like a community center or something. Or like an office building. Nice bay window here in the back. And then this very strange kitchen. Door there. I like this like frosted glass inside. Sub-zero refrigerator. Yeah, very odd, you know, kitchen. Because it's a huge space. I don't know where the oven would have been. I have no idea. I don't even see a plug for an oven. Maybe this is just like, you know, the front kitchen and they had another kitchen in the back with the oven. I don't know. We'll see if we can figure that out. Cooktop here. And this looks like tiles, right? But look at this. It's just like wallpaper. See like the bubbles there that I'm pressing it. Yeah, see it good there. That's very strange. You can see here the house does still have power, surprisingly. Yeah, very strange kitchen. That's one of the things in this house I'm not a huge fan of. I would have designed it differently, but. So we have a bunch of doors here in the hallway. Closet. I assume they're all just gonna be closets. Yep, empty closet. And I'm gonna guess empty closet. There's a box. What is that? I have no idea, it's just empty. Alright, so we'll come down here. Guess we'll just go down here first. And down to the end. So again, not quite sure what this room would have been. I do see tile on here for like maybe a backsplash, so this may have been another part of the kitchen. Maybe that's where the oven plug was that they blocked off. Not sure, because I do see plumbing there for a sink. So maybe originally this was the kitchen. I don't know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Really like the trim in here. And these are solid wood doors too. They're not like hollow junk stuff that you see now. It's real solid wood. Little closet here, which is odd because there's a window and a glass door, right? And then in here you do have a bathroom. Yeah, very 90s. Pedestal sink. Like with the brass and stuff. Very, very 90s. My house was built in 99. I wish it had trim like this. It just has, you know, the white trim that you usually see. All right, so we'll head into here. So this used to be the garage, but as you can see, it's not a garage anymore. So they were using this as like the sales center. This is what they're gonna be building where the house is. Yeah, so this is long since sold out. This is just gonna be demolished with the house, sadly. And look at how much work they put into this, right? Very, very detailed. It's like giant TV screen on the wall. Some filing cabinets. I guess they did store stuff in here at some point. Obviously not anymore. Yeah, take a look at this. And yeah, I know it says where it is on there, but this will be long gone by the time you guys see this video. Look at the little cars. What is that? BMW X5, I believe. What do we have down here? Another BMW. Was that M3, I believe? That's what that is. I don't know, they're so small. But yeah, very, very cool model for what they're gonna be building here. I mean, I'm sure this costs a lot of money to build. Very interesting. It looks like here they had like samples for stuff. I guess I'll show you guys this. So here you have like a marble countertop sample. What I think is interesting up here is, this is the crown molding. So as you can see, this is real plaster. This is real plaster, yeah. You can see it's cracked there, but there's a mesh that holds it together. There's another piece. Plaster crown molding, yeah. This one's nice. All right, so I think that's it for here. So we'll head upstairs. Then we'll go into the basement, which is really gross because it's been flooding. head upstairs. Gorgeous, gorgeous staircase. Yeah, look at the view from up here. See right down to the basement. Very nice crown molding in this room. I love the curved oak staircases like this. And the chandelier. Let's see if the chandelier works. There's power. Yeah. Just take a look at that. That's gorgeous. So we'll head into the master first. You know what? Let's jump right into the bedroom, the bathroom. Like all the walls are tiled in like this greenish blue tile. Very 90s. Here's your tub. Toilet and bidet. And then you have like the his and her sinks here with a couple like cupboards in between. This mirror is gone for some reason. I guess they wanted that. Yeah, very nice. And then you have the sliding glass door that goes out onto this balcony, which overlooks the backyard and the creek. Very nice. I even like how you have a window here by the tub that looks out into the forest. Beautiful property. Give you guys a quick look in here. Same tiles. Yeah, very nice. And I do notice the bedrooms even have a deadbolt. Is that even showing that? We have a closet here. Nice big closet. Definitely store a lot of clothes in there. And I assume, yep, yet another closet. There's the attic access up there. That off. Here's the old alarm panel, which obviously doesn't work anymore. There's no power to that. And then here is the master bedroom. Gorgeous, so many windows in here. It's so bright in here. Like beautiful curtains. Nice large windows that go all the way around. Again, you have the baseboards that are maybe 8 inches tall. Really like that. If you guys want more pan, that room. Very, very nice. All right, so we'll head down here. On the right, we have another bedroom. What's this? I don't want to touch it in case the wires are live. Okay, that's another alarm panel. You have another like balcony. Are they connected? No, this is just its own little balcony. And then in here is the closet. Lots of space, very, very large closet. They definitely could have made this into like a bathroom if they wanted to. Yeah. I assume all these cupboards and stuff are just gonna be empty. Yeah, pretty much. So the next room, see if the light works, there we go. We have this very 90s looking bathroom. My house has like a very similar tile to this in the shower. It's interesting, the old taps. And then over here you have your shower. Jeez, this is complicated with all like the stuff. Oh, is this the one where it like shoots water out? Yeah, that's cool. So I think the main shower head would have been up there and then water would spray out of these as well. It's even like a mirror Yeah, that's what that is, mirror. Yeah, cool. And then you have like the light pink cabinet there with like the pink toilet and bidet. That's cool. Even the sink matches. It's pretty much all original in here. That's nice. Old light fixtures. Yeah, nice bathroom. So there's one more bedroom up here. Again, nice oak doors. Really nice feature. I like having like the solid wood doors. It's not just the cheap stuff that you see now. And pretty much every piece of hardware in here is the brass, which again is very popular around the 90s, 80s and 90s. So yeah, pretty basic bedroom. But you know what's really cool about this is if you go through this door, this goes over to the upstairs balcony area that you have here that looks down over the front entryway. Very nice. And then you even have a window out here that looks out into the front of the house. So yeah, I like this feature. I like having like the indoor balcony. You see that a lot in houses. Mostly like 80s houses have that, but it's interesting to see it in a house like this. All right, so I think that's everything for up here. Yep, so let's go take a look down at the basement. Hopefully the lights work, yep. So we were here about a week ago, not even, and this basement was flooded. Probably about a foot of water down here. And I guess the sump pump turned back on because it's dry now, but it smells really bad down here. Like you can just see like water seeping out of the baseboards and stuff. I don't know where the light is for this room. There we go. Yeah, look at the mold growing on those. What are those, like curtain rods or something? Please no. Yeah, it smells really bad in here. Still very wet, puddles of water. Very tall ceilings in here for the basement. Like these are probably like 9-foot ceilings at least. There's the staircase. Very nice. So you have this like storage room. Oh, it's really, really gross down in here. There's the sump pump. Yeah, so this is all flooded. Yeah, it smells so bad. You can see puddles of water. Like the baseboards there buckling. Got this big cabinet. What else is down here? Not too interesting. We have a fireplace in here with a light switch. There we go. If it works. There we go. That's nice. Kind of plain, I guess, but decent. Here's more cabinets. These are just like the kitchen cabinets, so maybe there were more cupboards in the kitchen. Yeah, there's molds growing on like everything down here. Black mold starting there, the drywall's falling apart. Look at this picture, you can see the water line on it. Right along there. The mold's growing inside. So there was quite a bit of water. Cedar closet, all right. Yeah, all the cedar's starting to rot at the bottom. I'm sure it was flooded for quite a while. Yeah, it smells so bad. Okay, we'll shut these lights back off. Let's see what's back here. Oh, here. I think this is the main sump pump system, yeah. Oh, you hear that timer or whatever going. Oh, yeah, it's gross in here. There's a bathroom. This is nice. I like the tile border that goes around. Yeah, this all would have been flooded too. Shower. So yeah, nice little bathroom there. In here you have what looks like it was a laundry room. What's in here? Central vac system. And then just some random cabinets in there. Yet another sump pump. So this area must be very prone to flooding. All right, so, and this goes up to the garage. Oh yeah, it's stuck. The door's jammed, but yeah, that goes up to the garage. Shut that light off, and yeah, I think that's about it for this place. Alright, so that takes us back up to the front entryway here where we started. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this place. I know I sure did. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.